And a very good Sunday morning to you from what has to be said is a Sunday morning with possibilities. We have little bits of blue sky visible, little bits of white fluffy clouds, and may I say, the possibility of big yellow ball popping its head out. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. As the title says in this video, I want to talk about the attack in the Westfield shopping centre in Sydney in Australia. It seems to me a couple of things I prompted questions in the old noggin here, which is we see the same old rhetoric being popped out after this attack, given that this idiot attacked a mother with a pram and a 9-month-old baby. The mother, sadly, who died, the baby who apparently was quite badly injured but has survived for now. And the police, once they said that the suspect had been dispatched, apparently he was on their watch list, and they said that he was a 40-year-old male who apparently suffered from mental illness issues. Now, numbers of questions here. I've watched the footage on YouTube. Now, firstly, let's talk about what the police have said. It is what the police always say. They will never say in a report what the actual details of the assailant are, and if they do that, you know full well that the attacker is not white. If it was a white person, they would say it was Joe Smith, who was resident in Sydney for 25 years and da-da. But when they will not give the actual ethnic origin, you know that they 9 out of 10 times are a person of colour, possibly a cultural enricher, possibly somebody of the Islamic faith, and it annoys me greatly when this particular ethnicity and religion seem to be incessantly protected by a body, the police force, the police service, if you are referring to them here in Britain, who are protective of these people, where the police are supposed to protect everyone, and yes, that includes white people. The other question that I have here, and we've seen this in numbers of situations where it be kind of mass shootings in America, or things that happened in Sydney yesterday. You have hundreds stroke thousands of people in these buildings. Every single one, male or female, run away from one person with a knife. Now, surely it makes sense to anyone watching this. If the guy with the knife is confronted by half a dozen burly men, he will know that shit is about to hit the fan, and he would give up or run away or receive a beating like he'd never had before in his life. But why do people run away? And there's one word I keep coming up with: cowardice. What is it with these people? You see someone with a knife who is obviously attacked and is attempting to attack other people, and you're doing sweet fuck all about it. Why? I mean, I find it breathtaking that this happens apparently everywhere. Even if you're in America and there's somebody with a pistol, you know at some point that pistol's going to run out of bullets. And once that happens, if there's enough of you, you can take that person down, and that is not happening. What is happening to people? What is happening to your inbuilt belief in society, your inbuilt belief in wanting to protect other people who are in with or around you as a human being? What the fuck's going on in society right now? I find it stunning. I find it absolutely stunning, and I find myself being quite annoyed by this, because even though I'm a man in my 60s, I am disabled. I use a walking stick which is metal. But in my younger days, when I was young and virile, as we all were at one point, I was a martial artist, and I also used to train with weights. So, you know, I was quite a physically able person at one point. Now, even now, at this day, I am fairly sure that a one good swipe from my walking aid around the head of a person with a knife would, how can we say, dissuade said person from his actions. Why is this not happening? Why is this not happening? I find it appalling that people are showing such disregard for fellow human beings and such cowardice, where once, 5 or 6 guys stood confronting somebody with a knife could resolve the problem, where it actually took, fortunately, an armed police officer, a lady who had the balls to track this person down and end him. And this needs to happen more often. Cultural riches at the moment are causing far too many problems, and if the police are not willing to do it, then the public need to be full enough of public spirit to do it. And I'm not saying to take these people out, but to take them down. And if said people get a little bit injured whilst being restrained, well, that's the chance they take for carrying out the actions that they're doing, surely. So, should this happen in a shopping centre where you are, or an arena, or a theatre, or whatever it may be, think twice before you run away. Talk to 4 or 5 or 6 fellow patrons and just say, let's end this now, because it's the thing to do. It is the right thing to do. That's it for this one. It is a short one. It is something that's got right under my skin on many fronts, but the end of what happened was the correct one. There was no way that he should have gone to trial, no way that he should have gone to mental health care and been looked after for the rest of his life. His ending was the correct thing to happen. That poor mother who had the baby will not have the chance to live out the rest of her life. And all the people in Sydney who ran away, and I don't want to make less of the situation. Just think how quickly you could have ended that. You so-called men. How quickly 4, 5 or 6 of you could have ended that, and perhaps saved that mother's life. Anyway, give this a thumbs up, spread it around. If you've not been here before, subscribe, and I shall be back again with another one. Bye bye.